What's up YouTube, it's DBTown24 here, back to you guys with another video. This is going to be a story vid, which I haven't done in a while. I know I said I was going to drop some review vids today, I probably still am, but I want to go ahead and get some other stuff out. So let's get this story vid out. Alright, this is going to be on the story of getting caught stealing at Sports Authority. I'm not sure what the title is going to be. It's going to be something to do with Sports Authority and stealing. Now, all my stories seem to have something to do with the cops, except the gay story. But all my other stories had something to do with the cops, and in all of them the cops were dicks. Like my jail story, a cop being a dick, and you know, arresting people for no reason. And you have my brother's 21st birthday story, a cop being a dick and at my door for no reason. And this one, the cop legitimately was doing what he was supposed to do, and I actually would, like, if I ever saw him, I would literally thank him, because he probably did kind of, I don't want to say turn my life around, because I wasn't like a troubled teen, but I was still doing shit that I had no business doing. Okay guys, so growing up, me and my little crew, I want to say, just my friends that we all hung around, we had like a stealing crew. Like, we would steal 24/7. Now, there used to be a Big Lots where I lived, and thing about Big Lots is it's not a Walmart. So I mean, they have cameras, but we were always like, them shits never fucking work. So we stole from there all the time. Actually, one of my friends, he would go shopping there. You know, I used to steal gum. This dude would go shopping by stealing. He would bring his bag, his sister would bring her bag, his little brother would bring a bag, and they're just sitting here just putting shit in their bags. Like, yo, Denzel, you want some? And they're just talking to everyone, y'all want some? They just filling these bags up, and they would fill them things up to the brim with shit. Canned goods, cashew peanuts. For some reason, that's one of the things I remember the most, cashews. I don't know why. Long story short, they filled that shit up, and they left, and we just walked back, and we just all thought it was funny as hell. We're like, yo, Big Lots, their security is ass. And so, you know, they would do this about every month, once a month, and they just go here with these big ass bags and steal. Now me, I didn't steal like that. Most of the time I was stealing candy. You know, there was a few times I steal probably some bigger things, headphones. You know, I wasn't doing the whole bring a bag inside and get, you know, over $100 worth of food. But in the end, the Big Lots employees started to catch on. They then started to say, you know what, you're not allowed to bring bags in the stores. That never stopped us. We just said, okay, whatever. So we didn't bring the bags in the stores. We just proceeded to put them in our pockets and shit. You know, long story short, you know, we just kept doing this and doing this. And so we all, once you start stealing, no matter what, you will then begin to upgrade what you steal. It is just like doing drugs. Stealing is the same thing. You know, you will gradually grow in it. And you start to be like, fuck candy, man. Let's steal some bigger shit. And I actually kind of calmed down with it. And but my friends, they didn't. And they would go on stealing sprees. Like, I mean, like, crazy. Like, I mean, the worst thing I ever stole, I would say, was probably some Xbox stuff. I stole one of them little keypads or keyboard things for the controller. And I stole a year subscription for Xbox Live. So that's about $70 worth of stuff right there. And I stole it from Walmart twice and once from Target. You know, I was a bad motherfucker. But my friends, on the other hand, like, they just kept doing it. And I remember they went to GameStop and stole Turtle Beaches from GameStop. I mean, that's bad on my friends, but GameStop, everyone knows GameStop is a small store. I don't care what GameStop you're at in the world. I'm pretty sure they're all decent size. Like, they're bigger than my room, but I mean, they're not that fucking big. I mean, they're really not. So I'm like, how the hell can you get away with stealing from a GameStop? Plus, we go in there with a bunch of black people and probably, you know, one Indian guy, because I have an Indian friend. And, you know, we go in there and they're just, you know, letting people, come on, man, like, you know, GameStop, y'all suck for that one. So they just kept stealing and stealing, like, and this was all in one day. Like, they stole about $300 worth of stuff from. They just kept going to different places and stealing and stealing. So they finally went to Best Buy, and he got caught. But he actually got they let him go. We all thought it was funny, but the thing about it is, I kept stealing. Now, like I said earlier, guys, I took a break from stealing at a time, like, when my friends were doing this hardcore stealing of Turtle Beaches, that's when my break started. But by the time he got caught at Best Buy, that's when my break ended. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to Best Buy. Best Buy is the worst place to try to steal from. I mean, stealing's bad in general, guys. Don't steal, because it's not even worth it. But if you're gonna steal, Best Buy is just not the place to do it. So, you know, we go to Sports Authority, and this is where the story kicks in. So we're at Sports Authority, and at this time I have not been caught stealing yet. I'm basically a champion at stealing. You know, we going wherever we want, and we steal whatever we want. And my friend, he wanted some Jordan flip-flops from Sports Authorities. I believe they were like black, white, and red. They were nice, and I think they were Nike or Jordan, one of those. But we had the brilliant idea of we each took one of the flip-flops and stuck them in our crotch and tried to walk out. Now, he took like the left shoe, I took the right one, and we both stuck it in our crotch and tried to walk out. And on our way out, we got like bum rushed by security or whatever it was. And that is the worst feeling in the world, of getting caught doing something you're not supposed to be doing. You guys already know when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you always have to take a piss or a shit. That feeling where you know you have to take a piss or a shit. Even if you don't have to take a piss or a shit before you do it, as soon as you start doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you instantly have to take a piss or a shit. So the whole time I'm walking out this store, I'm like, God damn, I gotta take a piss or a shit, one of the two. And then we get bum rushed by the security guard, and you know, he just like swooped us up so fast. And the whole time, you know, my mind went blank. I don't even remember what was going on. Well, actually, I do remember. This is actually kind of funny. I make fun of my friend with this all the time, but I remember I looked at him. He's actually this is the Indian guy I'm with. He was my best friend growing up. He still is, basically. I just don't really say I have best friends, but if I had to choose, he is my best friend. He was the guy you guys seen in my video that was behind me making dumbass faces. That was him. Yeah, so, and I just remember looking at him, because this was his idea, and these sandals were for him. And I looked at him, and as we're getting rushed to this secret room in Sports Authority, and this fool is texting. I'm like, what the fuck? And as soon he's just, I'm like, who, in what right mind, as soon as you get caught doing something you're not supposed to be doing, he took his phone literally out of his pocket. We were walking, and he's like, and the guy's like, you know, pushing us into this room. He's texting. I think he's texting the driver that took us somewhere. He's basically like, leave or some shit like that. And so the guy just like put the phone away. We go in the room. You know, we're like, let's go ahead and take these sandals out of our crotch. This is uncomfortable. So we take them out. We put them on a desk. You know, they come in. But at this time, I'm 16 or 17, one of the two. My dreads were just nappy as ever. I looked like a straight up homeless kid. I felt bad for my parents having to pick me up and have me look like I'm a fucking idiot. And you know, they called the cops. And the whole time I wasn't trying to give them my parents. You guys know when you get caught doing something when you're younger, and you try to stall by my parents are out of town. They're like, okay, well, call your mom. Oh no, my bad, they're both out of town. They just left me home alone. So they didn't fall for that shit. But I was just like, yo man, let me just go home with his mom. She knows my parents. And the guy at Sports Authority, he was like, you know, maybe. But when the cops came, oh Lord, this is what I'm saying. Like the cops, they did a service in this, and they were doing their job, but in the end he still took it too far in an instant. Yeah, so he basically told me, no, we gonna call your parents or have someone come pick you up. So, you know, they end up calling my parents. I had to end up giving them my parents' number. The whole time I was giving them fake numbers, fake addresses. I mean, I had to come clean eventually. So I gave my parents' number. You know, he's on the phone with my mom, and he's just like, yeah man, your son, he got caught stealing, and I just hear, I can hear my mom's voice from the phone, and and I was just like, oh god. And so you know, the cop, I just remember me and my friend, we were talking to the guy, the security guard that brought us in. He wasn't like wearing a security thing. He was like a younger guy, probably in his 20s. And he was a cool person though. Like, you know, he was just like, I can tell you guys aren't bad kids. And like I said, I was not a bad teen. Like, I wasn't like punching old ladies in the face. I wasn't like, you know, hardcore stealing. I wasn't robbing people. I stole candy most of the time. And then, you know, I kind of upgraded to some Xbox appliances. But I never stole anything worth over 50 bucks. So, I mean, I wasn't like doing nothing horrendous. But in the end, you know, the guy was cool, and so my friend, I think he took the guy being cool to you know, joke around with the cops. And so, you know, he started laughing when one of these big ass bald headed cops was next to him. And I just remember the cop, you know, yoked him up from right here and was like, you think this is funny? I'll take you down to the jail and you know, show you what's funny. You know, threatening him and doing that same shit. And that's when the cop took it too far. It's like, cause he was laughing. I'm just like, really, bro? Like, calm down. And but in the end, I don't blame the cops for this. I do think he took it too far by, you know, yoking him up and saying that he was gonna take us to jail to get raped. He literally said that. He was like, "And you, young boy," because I mean, I was 17, so I looked about 13. Like I'm 19 now and look about 17 probably. So I was 17, probably looked about 15, 14, and he's like, "They'll rape you in jail." And I'm like, "God damn, motherfucker!" I wouldn't even go to jail. I'd go to because I was 17, so I go to wherever teens go. But you know, in the end, the cops were dicks. My parents came. My friend's parents came first, and you know, his mom came. He always had like a lenient mom, so she you know, she was mad at him, but she didn't really show it. Think about it, I have a black mom, and my dad's like the silent type, so he's like more of a, I'm gonna beat your ass when you get home, and my mom's more of like vocal in front of everyone, so she just like, you're a black man in America, and so she's going on with this black man in America story, and it literally made me cry, and I'm just like, what are you doing? You know, she's like, just, you know, this is gonna ruin my life, I'm not gonna be able to go to college, so I end up crying, you know, and my mom, you know, later on she tells me that she was just doing that because after that, they were supposed to send us a notice about the stealing thing, and we were supposed to pay a fee. They never sent me anything, or my friend. So my mom, she thinks that it was because of her little acting job. My mom's a good actor too, cause like she you know, she can make herself cry instantly. She was just like, you know, you're a black man, you're not going to college. This is gonna be on your record till you die. I'm just like, and he said they're gonna rape me. Anyways, guys, that's the story of me stealing at Sports Authority. I was actually banned from Sports Authority. I would go there now and they wouldn't know who the fuck I was. I mean, I was probably 5'8" when that story happened. I'm like 6'3" now. They wouldn't know. And I don't have dreads anymore, so, you know, it's whatever. I want to thank the cops who did that, because that was the last time I ever stole anything. Because that right there literally scared the shit out of me. Like I said, I had the shit trying to walk out the door, and he almost literally scared the shit out of me. Anyways, guys, that's about it. It's DBTime24 here, and yeah, stay tuned for the next story. I don't know what it's gonna be. That was probably the last time I got involved with the cops hardcore. But yeah, that's about it. It's DBTime24 here, and like always, what are you doing? Click that like button. Peace.